And what's up again, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Welcome into our second race of the day here in our 5th week of Binding of Isaac Racing League second season. Let me get some music brewing, because, again, I've forgotten to do this. God damn, I'm good. Audio engineering, don't go to school for it. It doesn't pay off, as you can tell now, ladies and gents. On that note, like I said, welcome into our second race of the day. God dang, I'm a derp. Anyways, there's that music. Let's go into our second race of the day. As you can see, we start. Now, we got Awesomeitsamy on the left-hand side, your Houston Texans representative. And on the right-hand side, we got Mr. JimDrizzle, your SNES Powa, the San Francisco 49ers representative. Boy, I can speak real well today, guys. It's going to be a long race, folks. If I'm going to screw up words like that, it's going to be a long day for me, guys. On that note, though, like I said, for those that are new, we do a best 2 out of 3 race with Isaac through the womb 2. Excuse me. So whoever kills off Mom's Heart first is going to be your winner. We'll put a point down at the bottom of the screen, and then we'll reset both racers back to this point here. Again, both racers are on a call. Let me get you the link into both of their channels. There you go. Be sure to mute one of them, though, so that you don't get the overflow of basically both of them talking twice. Otherwise, it's going to get really confusing for you. Even at that point, though, like I'm also going to point out, Amy's casting off on the Mac. You're looking at 15 frames a second. That's what happens when you're casting from a Mac. Not playing on it, casting from it. So it's going to look slow. That's just the way it works. Please deal with that. That's casting from a Mac. On that note, though, they're both on a call, so you guys are good to go whenever you're ready. While that happens, though, let me explain what goes on here. Like I said, we'll race it through the womb 2. That's 2 out of 3. There's 7 banned items within the league. So you cannot pick up... Get the link in here one more time. It may or may not show these pictures, but I'll still read them off to you. Cannot pick up Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, Toothpicks, or the Shovel. So any of those can be re-rolled, but only those items. Everything else is take it or leave it. Excuse me. And on that note, again, they're going to get off and racing in round number 1 right about now, actually. Oh my god. Well, let's see those no Ipecacs. Wow, this run right off the bat. Oh my god. Amy gets Ipecac, one of the banned items, re-rolls it into Quad Shot, the Mutant Spider. JimDrizzle on the right picks up Polyphemus. So wow, this start. Oh my goodness, guys. This is going to get interesting really quickly. Holy Moses. Alright, this is what I like. I like when this happens. So we're going to see some good carry runs on this one, hopefully. There's those no Ipecacs showing up. By the way, those are subscriber-only emotes for this channel just for the length of BOILeR. So BOILeR hype will stay, but all the banned items are going to disappear as soon as the league is over in about another 4.5 months. So keep that in mind. If you guys want to use those, now's the time to do it, basically. I'm not trying to sell it, but I'm letting you know. Those will change for next year, because we're probably going to have to change the items. Well, we'll get to that when we get to it. We got Famine on the left for Awesomeitsamy, so we've seen him enough. He's going to wind up giving one of the cubes of meat as the reward. On the right-hand side, though, Jim just finished off the Headless Horseman, so he winds up with plus speed and flying ability, let alone a charge effect on that space use with the Headless Pony here. So that movement speed, let alone flying by the end of the first floor, never a bad thing, especially with Polyphemus. That will come in very handy in the caves. Alright, so Amy moving on down to her basement 2. Again, both on the same floor right now, even though hers says basement 2, Jim says cellar 2. Jim has got an expansion version of the floor, so a couple tougher enemies, couple tougher floor layout, so they like to say. I don't know, the rooms are really not that much worse in my opinion, but especially on the basement, you're really not going to see too much of a change. However, what you will see is stupid stuff like Envy as a mini-boss, and dear God, do I hate this thing. Now you can see why. You're just like, oh look, the health bar is gone. I've totally got this thing. We got this in the bag. Wait, why is it splitting? Oh god, there's more health. And then it just keeps splitting. It's so annoying. This is like the biggest time-consuming fight. As far as mini-bosses go, this is the most time-consuming of the mini-boss fights. Everything hates Max for the most part, unless it's like Pro Tools. That's a good way to look at it. Anything like creative, as far as like, okay, you can make music, or you can make video, or, you know, things of that nature. Macs are probably up at the top of that for, you know, accessibility and ease of use. And I don't like Macs for the most part, and I'm still willing to say that because I'm an audio engineer, and Pro Tools usually tends to work better on Macs. So, that's just the way of the world. Everything else, though, Flash hates Macs. Flash hates PCs, but it really hates Macs. So, there's your proof. To put it simply, there's your proof. I'm with Eddie on this one, actually. It's really strange. I'm a PC person, but as far as, like, Pro Tools and, like, creating music and stuff, Macs are so much easier. So much easier. And that's just me. Everything works just fine on PCs. Oh my god, seriously right now? We got quad shot. Yeah, Jim is just like, gee, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a tough call. This is a tough call. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna take it. So quad shot with Polyphemus. Wow, to this build. And an Emperor card, for that matter. A teleport directly into your boss fight whenever Jim wants it. Holy Moses. These builds are disgusting right now. Wow, seriously. Okay, speaking of disgusting builds, by the way, Amy has got technology too, so a constant firing stream of lasers along with her quad shot. My god, these runs. Why don't I ever get things like this on my first 2 floors? This is insane. So there you see a little more range up just for the quad shots for Amy on that one. The tech will not be affected by it, but wow, and oh my god. I haven't even caught up to the blue freaking candle on Jim's side. What else do we need in this run? Jeez Louise, how about a Sacred Heart for somebody, just for show? My god. Alright, so we're just, yeah, RNGesus is strong with this run right now, guys. Holy mother. So again, there you see that constant firing laser. And keep in mind, Amy is not playing at slow speed, it's just broadcasting at 15 frames a second. That's the only thing that's happening to her right now. So it's not like she's getting hosed over here in any way, shape, or form by that lag. It's just the cast itself. Alright, so let's see. Amy knowing where her item room is, no key for it. Jim looking for both item room and boss fight, though only the one direction to go at this point. Knows he's on his way towards both. Finally finds his key and gets his item room right afterwards. Very nice. Yeah, the RNG, so strong. So strong. There's that extra key for that matter. And Spider Bud, not going to be worthy of replacing the blue candle. But nonetheless, a space use item that would slow down everything in the room, injure it as well, and recharge, I believe, every 2 rooms for you. So pretty useful, but it's no blue candle. So Jim will take that candle on. There you see the usage of it. And again, it recharges within, I believe, 4 seconds. Yeah, about 4 seconds right there at a count. Yes, I actually just counted out loud under my breath. Y'all probably heard that, actually, and I apologize. No, that's Amy casting off of a Mac. You can only get up to about 15 frames a second on there. Alright, world card would show the entire map of this floor, and there you see Amy was going to keep walking the wrong way, actually, so she's going to head back over towards these 2 boss fights over on the far right side of the map now. So very good use of the world card. I've got to agree with this usage. I think it was her and Vendrith, I think is the other one. I think it's Vendrith was saying it, that if he had a world card on any XL floor, he doesn't care when, he would use it immediately if he had the choice. Because that way you're going to save yourself some time, quite honestly. And there you see bombing into that second item room, Amy's got herself a PhD. So full-on red heart heal because she's only got the 3. Also make sure that all of her pills will be nothing but good and or neutral effects. And again, real quickly, Jim already on down to his caves too here. Wow, that dodging. Nice move on that dodge. Whew. There's that key to get in. Ooh, chocolate milk. Yeah, Amy's going to pass on this one. I don't think Amy wants carpal tunnel from spamming her button to actually fire chocolate milk on a consistent basis, so she'll leave that behind. Again, that would let you either charge a shot, and again, she has quad shot here, so she would, because she wants Tech 2 firing, constantly have to keep tapping her button or charging non-stop, and that would actually really gimp her shots, in my opinion. Let me get the link in here for you. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's ways to do it better, but it's like, you might as well just buy a computer at that point, because you're going to spend the same amount doing that as you would actually buying the ways to improve your castability on a Mac, so... yeah, the 15 frames a second is what you get, basically. Ooh, Cancer, my god. The carry just keeps continuing. Yeah, the smile on Jim's face says it all. If you guys aren't in that Duel Link, check it out. You can watch him play on a Super Nintendo controller, for that matter, too. But nonetheless, Jim just picked up Cancer, a trinket that doubles your tier rate and will overcap it. And now getting poison bombs as well. So yeah, he's just like, are you kidding? Thank you. So poison effects on all bombs in the game. Again, you can't get hit by anything poison-wise, so moot point. It's basically just poison bombs for Jim. And again, 5 extra bombs on top of it. So 10 at the moment, as he just used 1 up. On to Pestilence for his boss fight, so he'll wind up with a cube of meat orbiting around him. Amy finishing off hers, getting a couple pills, and again, with the PhD, knows that she can pop all these. A couple of health up. Let's see what else. Speed up, so movement speed increasing. There's that second health up, and... bad gas. There's one of your neutral pills. So again, you can still get things like bombs or key, bad gas, anything like that. That's not a stat up per se, but doesn't hurt you. So again, you can still get those with PhD. Jim teleports directly on into his item room here, getting Mom's pad. Again, not worthy of replacing the blue candle with, so he'll make his way back on out. Yeah, the power in both of these runs is kind of ridiculous. Quad shot with Tech 2 is nuts. Oh, there's that pageant boy. Let's see those no crowns, even though Amy does pick it up. Ooh, man, these items everywhere. Tammy's head, again, another space use item that'll fire out your damaging, or your tier's worth of damage in all those directions once per room, but again, not worthy of replacing a blue candle with. There's those no frames, or no, Jesus Christ, I'm reading things above it. No crowns, Jesus Christ. Irony on that one, but nonetheless. Yeah, yes, crown, no crown. Alright, so let's see. Which way is Jim's boss fight going to wind up being? He's going to try down here. Definitely grabbing that Emperor card back, if nothing else. And again, he's going to hold on for that, hoping that he's going to get a Womb XL, because then he can port directly to his 2 boss fights and just get those taken care of. But again, both right now on Depths 1, so both looking... Jim already had his item room. Amy's still looking to find that. She may not even care, though, because she has come across her boss fight. Jim teleporting directly into his Devil deal. Now, this is interesting. Do you take 2 Guppy items on Depths 1? He's considering it, it looks like. Oh, God. The Mask of Infamy for Amy. Oh, he is. Oh, my. Alright, so... I think I might have actually taken that in the opposite direction, as to not die the one extra time, but whatever. 2 Guppy items for Jim, and again, like, that... Being that it killed him, he's gonna have to go back in there for his blue candle, which I'm not sure that he considered the way that he went about this. So he may have done that absolutely ass backwards in a way that made him not get his blue candle back. We'll see if he gets lucky enough to get back in there, though. But again, 2 Guppy items. We got Guppy's head, as you see, actually spawns a couple friends till the end flies for you every single room. And the 9 lives cat, so Jim has got 9 lives. He's down to 8 at the moment, mind you. But again, Amy fighting the Mask of Infamy thankfully has technology too, because you don't have to worry about positioning in this fight. You can just fire straight on through it with that piercing. Why risk it at that point? You might as well. Again, I think he did it backwards, honestly. Ooh, let's see those no Bibles. Amy rerolls it into the Miter, so she's going to get 50% chance now that her red heart spawns will actually be blue hearts instead. And there you see, as she opens up that item box, she got a blue heart out of it. Yeah, that goddamn mask. There you see Jim finishing off his boss. Also getting that devil deal again. So lucky. He's going to get his blue candle back. Wow. That was a lucky, 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 lucky break right there for Jim. He would have been okay, mind you, with Guppy's head. But he wants his candle. I'm sure he wants that candle. So again, taking it back, moving on to Depths 2. Both on Depths 2 at the moment, even though Amy's just as Necropolis. Excuse me, sorry about that. Alright, and she's found her item room right off the bat. So at this point, a very minute lead for Amy on the left-hand side. Oop, Team Bean. Team Bean, away! So again, that will basically fart and do poison damage around Amy if she uses that correctly. We've seen people like Slackaholikus use that very, very well. Yeah, I want my candle! Everybody would be saying that right there. Like, that candle's OP. That candle is straight up OP. Alright, +1 luck. There's Slack talking about, yep, there you go. I knew Slack would enjoy that. Those who know how to use that item correctly very, very much enjoy that thing. That is really an overpowered item. Speaking of, Jim getting some of that health back. So again, now 2 hearts as he gets the Balchinian. Again though, if he dies, keep in mind that would still bring him back with just 1 red heart. So now he's really going to be careful on this particular life. Speaking of, might as well buy that other soul heart, get yourself a little more safety, and he'll keep moving on. What's up, Archies? How you doing? Good to see you today. Alright, waiting for the bomb. There we go. I was gonna say, waiting for that blood to clear to get that bomb. Jim will pick that up. Again, you see why the blue candle is so incredibly overpowered. Things like Larry Jr., you hit both parts of him, do a lot of damage right there. Oh, it sucks, Mugen. We had a pretty ridiculous one last night, and we still got through it here, so you never know. Sometimes the internet will actually fool you and actually be damn good. But it's pretty lucky, honestly, when it works. Welcome back, Leslie. How's up, Knight? How you doing? Alright, ooh, very nice find there for Jim. Item room and boss fight right next to each other, so he'll gladly take these. He'll gladly take that double speed orbital and doubling up the speed of that cube of meat as well with Guardian Angel. So nice find for Jim, and right onto his mom's foot fight. So again, now this puts him in the lead. And again, Amy just looking for the same room that Jim is in right now. But again, Jim with a little bit of an overpowered advantage. That blue candle can actually hit these closed doors, as you can see. He's worried more about getting rid of the ads first. That's another very good move that Jim is doing right there. Get rid of the ads first, then use the blue candle against the doors. Let's see those no crowns once again as Jim picks up Pageant Boy for a little bit of extra cash. He'll keep that cancer and move right on along as Amy has found her boss fight as well. Blue Baby's Soul, might as well. A little bit of extra damage floating around the room in Blue Baby's Soul. That'll fire out these homing shots for you. So a little more damage for Amy. And she gets Blue Mom, which is definitely not what you want to see. So this will spawn nothing but expansion level enemies on her. Wow. Inner Compass for Jim, already finding his boss fight. What is it with people on the Womb 1 today, finding their boss fights instantaneously? I swear, they are like no challenge today. But again, moving straight on, gonna get Teratoma for his boss fight, so one of the easiest ones you can get, especially with the splitting here. And especially with Quad Shot clearing just about all the room, or covering about all the room, I should say. Even these spiders won't be too much of a challenge for Jim. Blue Candle will take care of any challenge that he does have to get close. One more to kill, though. A little bit of health up, and another Devil Deal. Can't believe he's gonna check. Ooh, that's why he checked, though. The mark is sitting in his Devil Deal. Will this be worth it? You get one Soul Heart back. Yes, he's gonna take it, so a little bit of damage up there, and that one Soul Heart back. Don't you dare think about it. Oh my god, you're doing it. Wow. Okay. He also takes the Ouija board for Spectral Tears. Wow. I can't believe he took that, but straight on into his mom's heart fight with 2.5 Soul Hearts here. Again, that Emperor card teleports you directly into your boss fight, so Jim gonna look to finish this off, take a 1-0 lead. I don't know why he wanted the Spectral Tears there. I'm mystified by that choice. Oh, he knew he had an Emperor card. He ported directly in. I'll give him credit, man. That's some serious cojones right there, but he's ripping on through Mom's heart like it meant absolutely nothing. So, moot point for me. If you want Spectral Tears, take them. And Jim has got himself a 1-0 lead on a 15-minute, 47-second run, so very nice. Very, very nicely done. Again, I had a blue candle run this week that was a minute over that, so very nicely done, sir. Why the hell did you take the frickin' Spectral Tears, though? I see you typing. I need to know, man. I need to know. I don't know why I took them. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough on the reasoning. Jim has no idea why he took the Spectral Tears, but it worked out fine. So, moot point, I guess. Anyway, seriously, great race there by Amy as well. Got herself into the Womb 1. It was just that literally that Emperor card taking Jim straight to his boss fight. Look at how much room he would have had to clear otherwise. So Amy could have caught up very easily had it not been for that Emperor card. But very good race, you two. Jim's got himself a 1-0 lead in a sub 16-minute run. Very nicely done. We'll give these two both a minute. We're going to get everything reset and give it both a minute, like I said. Let me run some ads. We'll be right back on the other side of it, and we'll get round number 2 underway very shortly here. Not being that you can still hear me, seeing as you ad blocked it anyways. Douche block, moron. So we're back and we're clear. Give it another moment or two here as Jim's resetting. I don't want to give you guys, like, epileptic seizures as you have to watch, literally watch this. Like, do you want to watch that? Oh, never mind. Jim found his reset right as I flip over. What is it with this? Right as I flip back, everybody seems to find the room that they're looking for. I swear to God. Anyways, so we're back and we're just about to start round number 2 here between Awesomeitsamy and JimDrizzle. As you can see, it was a very, very good race in the first round, mind you, but very evenly and very overpowered matchup in the first round. Both did very well, but Jim got himself a 1-0 lead. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. So Jim's got himself a 1-0 lead here in a best 2 out of 3, so he's looking to close it out 2-0 over Awesomeitsamy, and she's looking to even this up at a game apiece and force a pivotal game 3 momentarily. So again, we'll race on down through the womb 2 whenever these two are ready to go, so feel free, they are on a call. Let me get you the link into both of their channels, and you'll be able to actually hear them talking to each other if you'd like. And root on your favorite team, favorite caster, whatever the case might be. That, and what else am I forgetting? Wiki for all the items that you might need, and I think that covers everything. So again, whenever these two are good to go, they're good. They can take off and run. Looks like Jim got his timer reset on him. Actually, that's a good thing. He doesn't want to save it, I guess. Yeah, and if you guys are having trouble loading up the dual stream in any way, shape, or form, welcome to MLG and LCS Weekend on Twitch. Believe me, we're the back burner of the give a crap about the cast, so yeah, those are the money makers. Those are the ones where all the time, effort, and all that good stuff, and like all the resources are going to. So yeah, it's just to be expected. Chats are going to be wonky as hell. Loading up videos is going to be wonky as hell too. It's just one of those weekends, guys. Ooh, another interesting start here. So we got Little Chubby for Amy, who's going to fire out and, as you can see, basically chomp on anything in its way. And if you heard Edmund on cast with us, yes, that is what you think it is. On that note, Jim has got himself the Unicorn Horn, so that'll be 7 seconds of invincibility and also damage dealing. So you can kind of utilize that against a few things like Heart Machines also. Yeah, that's what I don't honestly get. I mean, like, with this, like, I'm still looking at chat, but, like, with that, I don't know why chat doesn't have, like, a 10-minute slowdown timer on it or something. No, the music's just very quiet. Oh my god, guys, quit fucking freaking out. It's 15 frames a second instead of 30 because it's on a Mac. Chill the fuck out. So there's little Steven for Amy. You know what we're gonna do every time Amy's racing because I'm really tired of hearing this constantly. Fucking quality whores nowadays, seriously, for Christ's sake. She can cast on a Mac. Chill the fuck out, people. Enjoy the race. Just, my god, it's a race. It isn't putting her at any disadvantage. The only reason that you're worrying about it is because you're a crybaby. That's all it amounts to. Chill out. If you want it to look better, buy her a computer. Seriously, it's that easy. That's your fix for it. Buy her a computer. Quit your bitching. It's a free cast, for God's sake. Like, seriously, if you want it to look better, buy something for her. If not, quit your bitching. I still don't understand why everybody thinks that they have, like, this amazing control over things that they don't have any right to or own any part of, like other people's channels. It's this ongoing thing now that it's been a slippery slope for a little while, and we all know how it started, but where that began from, I have no idea, because you have no right to say absolutely anything about your free entertainment. So, yeah, seriously. Alright, so there's Jim finishing off his boss fight. He's going to be moving on down to his Caves 1. Boy, I can't say things correctly when I'm doing this. But first things first, let's go get both, hopefully, a secret room and that item rock. Wow, 4 bombs out of it. Interesting. Wow, let alone and the raw liver. One of the rarest items to come out of a secret room. But very nice, couple of health up for him. And he's going to keep working back on along because at this point, you might as well grab that key. Yep. Kind of what I was thinking he was going to do with those extra bombs. And once again, the miter for Amy, so she's going to have 50% chance that red hearts now spawn as blue soul hearts for her. Alright, so Larry Jr., I was going to say, should get right in line with that that bomb that Amy just laid, and lo and behold, actually did. Yeah, liver is 2 hearts, correct. I believe the range down more if Jim weren't still firing at the same range that he were before he picked it up, so I don't think that's true. There's a lot of old wives' tales about this game as far as what items do. For example, like Slackolicus has figured out that money equals power has no cap on your coinage, so it's all a matter of testing stuff out though, and like nobody ever wants to go through the effort of actually doing the legitimate testing. It's all just, oh, it looks like it gives you damage up, or oh, that gives you range down or something. It's a whole bunch of speculation that nobody actually tests. Because in my opinion, I don't see it, so. But again, it would take testing to find out, because he could be right, could be wrong, never know. Jim on into his item room here though. Wow, quad shot again? Seriously? Jeez Louise, 3rd time in this race between the 2 racers that quad shot has shown up. Are you kidding right now? On into a library as well, Book of Revelations. That's actually going to force spawn one of the horseman fights within the caves for him, but also gives him a soul heart. Book of Anarchist Cookbook. Book of Cooking Anarchist. Wow, dyslexia crumps. Jesus. Anyways, let's try that again. Anarchist Cookbook would have spawned 6 random bombs throughout the room on him. Wow, I can't even think anymore. My brain has turned to complete and total mush from too much Isaac, guys. Yeah, it's a cookbook, damn it. So there you see Pestilence on the right side that Jim's fighting, so that's going to get him his 2nd cube of meat, which will fire out more shots as well, so you'll see a red shot firing out every now and then. But we'll still block shots for him. Amy coming across her item room here in Caves 1. Gonna have a long way to go back over towards her boss afterwards, but we'll see what she gets here momentarily. And Mr. Boom, nothing real special. Space use item with a large bomb. She will replace her D6 with it, if nothing else, though, because she has no bombs right now. So never a bad thing. That'll recharge every couple of rooms. And Jim on down to his caves, too, like we were saying. So Amy not too far behind, just about to her boss fight here. And we got a chariot card, so she's going to have the same item with that card that Jim has in his space use item right now. And you'll probably see her utilize that in here, actually, because Headless Horseman, not one of my favorite fights, and I'm sure not one of hers either. And already down to half a heart, like I was saying, this boss gets to be a little douchey. Oh, yeah, like I was saying, you can get yourself cornered very easily, and if you can't fly, that blood will kill you. So Amy down and back to the start here. Yeah, the only way you're ever going to get Binding of Isaac full screen is to full screen it and then basically put it in like 800 by 600 resolution, which obviously is going to look kind of like crap on a 1980 or 1920 by 1080 monitor. Yeah, you can't ever really full screen it though. It gives you like a backdrop to cover up everything that isn't full screened otherwise. So you got a bunch of resolutions you can choose from, but I think like the highest it goes is like 1280 by 720. Maybe 1280 by 800 actually. So let's see, Amy picking up Mom's pad. You'll see that put into use against the boss most likely. It'll make everything kind of freeze up and run away from you at a kind of slow pace, so it really slows him down, honestly. Excuse me. And again, Jim with yet another dead end here. Second library as well, so he's got a very interesting couple of floors here. And very nicely done. Amy fighting her Widow here for the first floor boss. You can see right there, it basically just stopped it in place, made it move away from her. Corner, have yourself a good one. Yeah, 12 by 800. Kind of what I thought it was, Norby. I was pretty sure it was somewhere in that range. I knew it was some oddball, like, not 720p, but, like, you know, whatever. It made no sense. But it's weird because it stretches better than 720p when it does when I put it on a 720p monitor, which I don't get. Flash is weird. That's all there is to it. Flash is very, very finicky. See, at least I'm not the only one, though, that has that issue with the game stretching its window out a little too much. It looks really weird. There you see how Jim can actually utilize that unicorn horn like I was talking about. Don't want to call it cheating, anything like that, but in rooms where you take damage that you might get a reward out of, the good thing to do is actually hit the unicorn horn and take all your damage that you can. You're invincible, so you won't take it, but it'll still trigger everything. So you saw Jim use that sacrifice room to his advantage, or tried to, I should say. Had no key to get into what spawned, but he tried. Again, Amy getting both an item room and boss fight back-to-back. We've seen this quite a lot this week. And Wiggle Worm for Amy, so, interesting. Ups your fire rate and gives you this weird-ass pattern on your shots that I don't happen to like a whole hell of a lot. But Jim gonna move on to his boss fight here, winding up with Chad, so he'll wind up with Little Chad as a result of this. That's almost guaranteed to be your item, unless you already have it. Cough, cough, every Blue Baby run I've ever done in my career. Cough, cough. But unless you already have it, you're guaranteed to get Little Chad out of this. So that'll spawn red hearts for him every couple of rooms that he clears. You can see very nice bomb usage. If you can line up a bomb with Chad, he'll wind up eating it and take a ton of damage from it. And there's Little Chad spawning. Again, Famine for Awesomeitsamy, so she'll wind up with a cube of meat because, hey, it's Famine, that's what he does. He's always here. Famine shows up like every round, I swear. Almost guaranteed. But Jim on down to his Depths 1. Pretty good advantage at this point. A lot of health, working pretty well with his quad shot, and his fifth one coming out of the cube of meat. Again, he's going to get a lot of red hearts to spawn, so he's pretty well in safety's way at this point. Woo, those giraffes getting bounced back. Knockback messes with those guys. Knockback really messes with the way those guys fire their heads and their necks at you. Makes it real interesting. Flashback. Them damn giraffes. Oh, hey, interesting. So the tick pickup for JimDrizzle, that is a trinket that gives you, it basically doesn't allow you to replace it, so it's stuck to you no matter what. There's all these rooms. Yeah, you can get the matchstick and it's fine. No, it isn't. You cannot burn it off. You cannot get Tech 2 to burn it off of your head because it's there. Everything will just sit on top of it. The small rock will go directly on top of it. There we go. Now Jim utilized that the way that it should have happened. So he winds up getting a key out of that finally and get into his store with greed in it. Ouch. Not what he was hoping. He was hoping that was another library, I'm sure. But again, with Curse of Darkness, kind of hard to tell. Either way, Tick cannot be replaced with any other trinket. You can get a second trinket slot with Mom's Purse, but right now Jim doesn't have it, so he's holding on to the Tick. Gives an automatic 15% damage to any boss fight that you're in. Excuse me, also heals you for 1 red heart if you need it when you walk into that room. But again, cannot replace it, so if you don't have a second trinket slot and you want to go all the way to the chest, don't take that thing. Don't even look twice at it until you get Mom's purse. Then you can consider it. Only then. In this race, though, that's perfectly fine. Because again, we only go through the womb too, so he doesn't have to worry about going anywhere past that, doesn't have to worry about ever having it in his possession. Oh, that sucks, Ross. Jeez. And moving on to basement 2, Amy's going to keep on seeing what she can't find here. See, no bombs to get into any of those. Alright, so again, that Curse of Darkness not showing the minimap makes it kind of hard for me to tell you where Jim's looking to run to here. But again, still just looking for his boss fight, obviously. Well, not just, you know what I mean. Looking for his boss fight would probably be okay with just that, is what I'm trying to get across. See, we're starting to get, like, the humidity more so than anything, where it's like, oh, you got, like, 100% humidity outside. Like, ugh. It could be, like, 60 with 100% humidity, and I'd be in hell. So, that's maybe just me, but oh, wow, yeah, that is not a challenge room that worked out well for Jim. I'm kind of surprised he went for that. Again, red chests have a chance to teleport you directly into a God Room or Devil Deal, though, so I can see why he did it. May get something really cool, like an actual really good Devil Deal God Room item out of it. There's a lot of good reasons. However, got no such luck out of Troll Bomb spawning, so now he has to fight 3 waves of mobs for pretty much nothing. Oh god, 109. Oof. See, I can deal with oppressive heat like that, but like, man, you give me humidity and it's over. The heat I can deal with somewhat okay. Humidity, no. And again, you see Amy's also got the Sun card. That is a 3-use card, by the way. What it will do is give you a full red heart heal, show you the entire map, and damage everything in the room. Have yourself a good one, Karentor. Take care. Let me get you guys a link in here real quick, because I'm sure there's people asking that I keep forgetting to link this for. There's a link to get into both racers' chats right now, so again, because we're in sub-only mode, feel free to chat in there, but again, let me explain to you real quick. Amy's casting on a Mac, so yeah, if you can do better, feel free to donate to her. Not me, by the way. Her. I'm not buying her a computer. She can do it herself. But again, we're on sub-only mode because the quality whores are out in force, so yeah, instead of hearing about that constantly every one line, we figured, oh, what the heck. Alright, this may be a first this year. Both racers right now are on maps that have both their item room and their boss fight sitting right next to each other. That may be a first time this year. Ooh, interesting. Does Jim do it? Yes, he will. He's going to take Kamikaze. Maybe not. Nope, he's going to take My Little Unicorn. Alright, Kamikaze does what you would think. It turns you into a bomb. Jim's the only racer to survive and actually win a race with that item this year. The only one to this point. And we've had lots of people pick that up. Only person to survive holding onto it, though. Alright, a little bit of range up with Mom's Lipstick. Entrance to a Devil Deal. Which has Spirit of the Night, which would be Flying and Spectral Tears, and Guppy's Tail. I'm assuming only Spirit of the Night being taken here. He wished he saw Guppy's Tail last time as well with everything else, but Jim will take Flying and Spectral Tears. And actually, that's going to give him reason to switch out and take Kamikaze, it seems. Uh-oh. Rut-roll-roarge. So again, there's ways to make Kamikaze work to your advantage very well. Yeah, I wonder who he was racing when he did that. I don't know, some guy. Some guy. What I love is that was the race of SNES Power versus the Power Glove. Alright, a little bit of health up for Amy, and she's going to be moving on to her caves, too. It was some guy. It's so bad. It's so bad. Anyways, there's Monster of the Tooth for Jim's last item. Probably going to take Kamikaze over that. Indeed he will. That would summon down Monstro to land on any enemies. I love the power glove. It's so bad. Can you overact anymore, kid? Sorry, that movie was god-awful. It was just a straight-up, like, 2-hour Nintendo commercial. I'm sorry, but that's all it was. AVGN said it best, like, yep, your 2-hour commercials. And again, here you see how you can utilize Kamikaze to your advantage. Note that Jim's not taking damage while he's using that. If you're basically hugging a wall and pressing in the direction of the wall, you cannot have any damage taken on that, unless you accidentally open up a secret or super secret room. Cough, cough, the first time he fired that. So if you're directly on it, again, you can kind of be like 1 frame off, or 1 pixel, I guess you could say, 1 tile off, and it'll be okay. But it's really, really risky. So, again, Jim's the only person to survive using this item all the way through a run this year, and we'll see if he can't pull it off for a second time. There's that death card being put to very good use. I love doing that against these guys. If you have a death card in hand against, especially ones that are going to spawn tons of flies as you hit them, like those faces with the flies that Jim had, yeah, use it. Advance through all that part, save yourself a ton of time. Very good job right there. Alright, Sammy making her way on down through this. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, I did notice Jim just found his boss fight as well. Sorry, Cat's trying to work his way over onto my lap. That wasn't working out well. But again, 1 more heart to kill for Jim, and he'll be right on to his boss fight here. So again, extending his lead just slightly onto Red Mom. And again, this is going to work out very well. The Kamikaze glitch against Mom's foot is pretty ridiculously overpowered, as you're about to see. And there you go, about a 5-hit on it. So a little more damage up and health up for Jim, and he's going to be moving on to his Womb 1. Here you see, Jesus, Cat, try not to fall. This isn't Mount Everest, it's me you're climbing from. Either way, Amy using that Sun card, getting the full red hard heal, seeing her entire floor. And again, Jim with a full 2-floor lead at the moment here, just looking for boss fights in the Womb. Cat, do you realize how stupid you're being? How are you gonna move? You're completely wrapped up on my arm. God. You're being kind of derpy. We got a spaz derp going on, ladies and gents. He's literally got his paws like completely wrapped around my arm in a way that he can't walk right now, and it's hilarious. So let's see Jim with that inner compass going straight onto his first boss fight here. Again, in the Womb, there are no item rooms, there are no stores. At the best, you're going to get a library or an arcade. Cat, you can't lay down like this. You have more bathwater? I'll show you guys after the race if he's still stuck in this position, because at the moment I can't really update anything or mute my cast or anything that I need to be able to do, because my cat is basically just laid directly across me. What's up, Timmy? How you doing? Cat, you gotta move. You gotta move, bro. Yeah. Alright, so Curse of the Lost for Jim as he takes out Headless Horseman there. Again, doesn't want to take the, oh, that kind of sucks. That kind of helped, though, actually. That worked out okay. So Jim with the 1-up now as he moves on to the Womb 2. He's going to bomb on through. There's that arcade I was talking about. One of the best things he could wind up with in the Womb as far as actual rooms go. A little bit of a heal here. He's got a little bit of safety with that 22 cents. Make it 23 with the other coin that's in there. Doesn't look like he wants to gamble whatsoever. Indeed, actually he will. He'll play 3-card Monty for a second or two. Cat? No. Headphone cables are no's. No wonder the cat was working his way over to that side. The headphone cable was completely over there. Yeah, now he's clawing me in the leg to make up for the fact that I just moved it. Real nice. But I want to eat it, human. I like electricity. Gotta love it. Alright, so Amy with the Spelunker hat will be able to see, or hear, I should say, also, whenever she comes across her secret or super secret rooms. Again, though, with no bombs, can't really get into them. So it's kind of moot point, but hey, it's an item, might as well take it. And she'll have one more room to clear, and she'll be on to her first boss fight in the depths. Again, though, Jim, wait for the pun, flying along here. I'll be here all week. But again, flying along here in the womb, too, at the moment. He's got a utero, so it's... Boy, does that sound bad. But he's got a utero version of the floor, which means that he's got the expansion level. And again, with Curse of the Lost, adds a couple extra rooms onto it, so he's hoping that he doesn't have to deal with too much searching. Very nice use of Kamikaze once more. Again, still holding on to a 1-up as well, let alone a Lover's Card, which will spawn 2 full red hearts. Gambit. That's for that bad joke. You see, very nice use of Kamikaze so far by JimDrizzle. Taking very little excess damage from it. And again, Amy fighting War at the moment as her Depths 1 boss, so she's going to wind up with yet another, well, not in this run, but yet another cube of meat, so to be expected. Yeah, but it makes my foe look fabulous. Oh, look at that. Jim has come across his boss fight here. So not too much backtracking to have to deal with. He saw a couple extra rooms, but not a whole heck of a lot of them. And especially with Curse of the Lost, that ain't too bad. So moving on to his mom's heart fight. Oh, I didn't realize that would actually hit her if you dropped her right where you spawned in the room. Gonna have to take advantage of that more often. So there you see the Lover's Card gonna spawn that 1 extra heart there for Jim in case he needs it. Again, also sitting on a 1-up, looking to close this out 2-0 though, if at all possible. What's up, Seth? How you doing today? Absolutely, you can. Here you go. Yeah, you're firmly in the way at the moment. Thank you. That Jim's stealing my techniques. He didn't lay down the second bomb though. So yeah. Ooh, that's a risky move. Then again, with all the health he's got left, the 1 extra heart sitting out, really not that bad of a move by Jim, as he gives a little bit more extra damage to Mom's heart. Again, that Kamikaze paying off well for the 2nd time this year. Looks like Jim may be moving on, using Kamikaze to his personal advantage. So let's see, a little more damage to do, 2 hearts left, but it's going to be too little too late for Mom's heart. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your San Francisco 49ers have moved to 4-0 or 4-1 on the year. God damn, I can't talk. Have moved to 4-1 on the year. Blah 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 blah. God almighty, that SNES power in a 25.5-minute run, give or take about 25 minutes, 21 seconds from the looks of things. And again, very nicely done there by both racers. But Jim takes the day 2-0 over Awesomeitsamy. And again, moves to 4-1 on the year, keeping Amy winless on the season.